Bucks a winner in Philly, 126-113. Giannis, an impressive triple-double. Impressive offense for Milwaukee, 32 assists and three-point shooting. They were 16 of 25. That is good for 52%. Back in the studios here, Craig Sean and Steve Novak. The offense, last couple of games, just putting up these eye-popping field goal percentage numbers that are so high. But the threes are what we want to talk about now. 7 players with at least one three-pointer made in this game.
Yeah, and you're going to win a lot of games shooting it that way. And when you just talked about, like we did, Giannis with 20 assists, you realize if the ball is moving, if you got shooters spread out like the A.J. Greens, like Torian, Prince's, Kuzma, like you said, 7 different guys. A.J. was the guy that led the way, but you see right there, Rollins, he knocked down 2 of them. Giannis knocking down 1. Let's make sure we keep track. That's 3 made threes for Giannis in the last 2 games. So he's shooting that thing too, but A.J. led the way with 4 of them. But let's not forget TP. He knocked down 2 3-pointers, and so 16 made threes for 31. Those are some big-time numbers. When Giannis is operating, he's facilitating. The shooters are spreading out, knocking down shots against a Philly team that didn't have all their guys. This is absolutely the performance you expected to see, and the Bucks team that you expected to see this kind of rhythm from.
Indeed, and Bucks technically tied for that 5th spot now with Detroit in the seeding in the East. And remember, they play each other the final 2 games of the regular season, so a lot to play out for here. All right, more to come here. Doc Rivers not feeling well here during this game, so Darvin Ham took over. We expect to hear from him next. Giannis putting a crack in that Liberty Bell tonight in Philly with his triple-double. He leads 7 in double-digit scoring for Milwaukee. Very balanced once again. Our Habish and Rotier numbers that matter. Bucks a winner, 126-113. Doc left the game late second quarter. Darvin Ham took over from there. He is at the post-game press conference now. Let's listen in.
Just having some stomach issues. So he just tapped me on the shoulder, gave me the ATO card and the play call sheet, and said, "You got it from here, man. My stomach's kind of messed up." So, that's next man up and next men up. That's why you build a good crew like he's done. And some unfortunate circumstances, we're ready to keep it rolling.
I believe that's the first 35, 15, 20 game of all time from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
Just what do you think of his ability to kind of do it all tonight?
Just playmaking. Him getting his teammates involved. Obviously, he's gonna be able to go get it whenever he wants to. So, without having Dame out there, it's been a challenge, very challenging, along with Bobby and Jericho. But Giannis knows he had, and Doc mentioned it this morning, and has been mentioning it, that Giannis has to think more like a point forward, and he's already built like that. So it's not too much of a challenge for him. It's just now, him understanding the organization, making sure we're in the right spots, making sure our timing is on point and the ball is moving when it's supposed to move on time, on target.
I'd say, how much does that have to do with maybe his teammates knowing the spacing a little bit better without Dame out there? That, all right, these are the spots that I need to be at, and these are spots that Giannis might find me.
Yeah, we went on that little bit, that slide, and Doc buckled the team down, and we've already watched a ton of film on both sides of the ball, but really digging into our offense and really being particular with the details. And so all of the film study, the walkthroughs, doing skeleton this morning, shoot around, really emphasizing what exactly we're looking for, and not just an initial option, but a second and third option as well.
Slow start.
Yeah.
Fall behind early, get down 7-2. Just what did you see at that point, and then obviously what flipped to kind of get it back to where?
Yeah, they just came out with a lot of energy. They're a team that's just got some difficult circumstances on their own, and but they just come out, run, they just play. Some athletes. Grimes is playing out of his mind. Bona is a live body. Yabusele, the same thing. They got some good, capable guys over there. So you're going to have to beat them. They're just not going to lay down. And I think to start the game, we're just a few steps slow. But, after that first quarter, we woke up and really got more attentive to that defensive side of the ball.
What do you feel like you guys executed better?
All right, that's Darvin Ham subbing for Doc here tonight, who wasn't feeling well. Bucks on to Miami coming up on Saturday. And the Bucks with this win here now are pulling into a tie with the Pistons for the number 5 seed. Now that's big because the Bucks already have a 2-0 lead in the season series against the Pistons for a tiebreaker, and they conclude the regular season with their final 2 games, a home and road series to wind things up. So that's a look at the latest standings for the playoff picture involving the Bucks. On to Miami to take on Milwaukee native Tyler Hero and the Miami Heat coming up on Saturday night. We'll get that one underway for you at 6:30 with Bucks Live pregame, and then tip time just after 7 Central Time as Tyler Hero, has been an all-star here this year. But big story tonight, not just the win for the Bucks. It was what Giannis Antetokounmpo was able to do, Steve. The first player ever in NBA history to have a 35-point, 15-rebound, 20-assist game. Unbelievable.
Well, it really is. And you think about that 20 assist number, and you think about maybe some of the historic games where guys have had 20 rebound games. A 20 assist game is a totally different story. And so it really is impressive no matter who it's against, under any situation. No one else has ever done it, like you said. The way he's been dishing the ball, the way he's been leading this team, the way he's not forcing things and just trying to get big numbers against an opponent that wasn't manned to be able to guard him. He chose his weapon was going to be assists tonight. Everything else kind of fell in line.
Yep. If you look in history, Wilt, the Joker had the 20 rebound, not 20 assist games. So there's a lot of 35, 15, 20s, whatever you want to call it along the way. But the 20 assists are now Giannis's in NBA history, first time done there. So good game for him. Good game for the Bucks. We're looking forward to our next one coming up on Saturday. Again, we're on the air with Bucks Live pregame for you at 6:30 right here on FanDuel Sports Network. Until then, have a good couple of days. See you back here on Saturday.